He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kelly on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is knocked down from the side near the 42. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, it's Kelly. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. A play fake. Now Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kelly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Diggs with a good footwork, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Kelly on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys... Get the football back. Breeze now on first down. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Breeze now on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Kelly. Off play action. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Darren Lee able to get in there and drop him behind the line. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A give. This is Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 12-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Kelly. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Kelly, a final shot before break. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
All right, here we go.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Coney Ely in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Breeze to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Jets on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Then he got off the end. There very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kelly now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Kelly. And this is going to be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Eddie Lacy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly. And you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing, sudden change, get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses yelling at the offense to take care of the ball.
Here we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line. Kelly to throw on 2nd down. Trying to improvise. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kelly. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
right.
You
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Breeze. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Breeze now. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense, they were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And New York set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now we get a look at Breeze, who is slow to get up. Let's hope he's okay. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So off to the sidelines goes Drew Brees, forced for the ball game. Throwing, Hackenberg. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he... into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here we go. Got four down.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They run it again with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On third down, it's Garrett, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And now out come the Jets. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sullivan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On second down, here's Breeze. Throw left side, complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Now Breeze. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. On play action, now Breeze. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Breeze. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment.
Honorable C-note.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People take me from my haters, just say me and